Hey, what's going on, boys? Swaggy's here, so ain't for do though. Let's get into the actual video stuff here. And before I actually get into that, we hit 2.5k. Oh, okay. Thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate that. We actually made it to the halfway point. You just gotta get to the end here to get to 3k. And of course, like I said, I thank you guys so much. Thank you all. I deeply appreciate that. Just so much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you guys for supporting the channel stuff here and just even considering hitting the subscribe button. It, like I said, helps me out immensely, and I deeply appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. Anyways, back to our regularly scheduled program though. That was lame. I apologize. Smooth transition. Am I right? And aside from such as overall, let's get into the actual video stuff here. I wanted to go ahead and check out this new video here of Shadow and Maria. This is Sonic Generations, or Sonic X Shadow Generations, Dark Beginnings, Episode 1. I wanted to go ahead and check it out since it recently came out just like a few hours today. Well, now it's tomorrow, but well, you know what I mean. Like, yesterday. And of course, aside from that, I wanted to go ahead and check it out. It looked really interesting and really cool. So like I said, please go check out the actual official Sonic the Hedgehog channel. And of course, it says right here, Shadow's tragic past, rifled with conflict and loss, haunts his thoughts, but these nightmares come to him while wide awake. Could some sinister force be beckoning to him through his memories? Okay, I like that. Without further ado, let's get on to it. Like I said, link down below, go check it out, and of course, let's get down to it. Okay, a little warning here, be careful. Flashing or strobing lights. Okay. Dark Beginnings. Shadow and Maria. Ooh, you love to see it. Oh, hey.
Shadow!
Okay.
Hurry! You have to see this!
That's cool.
What's wrong?
Nothing! Look!
It's lights.
It's the Aurora Borealis.
Oh,
you can only
Aurora
see them
Borealis.
from certain latitudes down there. But up here, we can see the whole...
Maria.
Okay.
Thank you. I just pushed it a little.
Yeah.
That's all.
The low gravity here only keeps your condition in remission. You should know better than to exert yourself.
I know. You're right. But when it comes to the beauty of the Earth, I can't help myself. I can't wait for the day when we can finally return.
Nice.
I was created here. I don't know if there's a place for me on Earth. Professor Gerald made me the ultimate life form.
Oh.
I should be the key to all manner of medicines. Curing you.
Curing you. Okay. Ah, I love this so much.
You and Grandfather are doing your best. I'm just as happy to spend time with you here while you both research.
This is what we saw in one of the trailers themselves. This is really interesting. A robot there. Prepare my weapons. Damn!
That robot was heading towards Grandfather's lab. Shadow, you have to save him!
Oh no.
I'll handle this. Just wait here. I'll be back. I promise.
Okay. Speed there. Imagine. Jet. This is so cool. Yo. That is yo, this is so cool. Damn.
No. This isn't right.
This is the Guardian Units of Nations. Prepare to be boarded.
The soldiers. They storm the Ark, destroy all evidence. But it's too soon. It's happening too quickly.
He knows what's wrong with his memory. Gerald is here.
Professor, we must...
He's getting farther and farther away. I love that he's sliding here. Yo, this is so sick. It's like a little storm or something. I'm not sure, like hurricane or something like that. I'm not sure. Could be figures here. Yeah, that's it. Soldier. Yo. Yo. Okay.
That was no mere nightmare. And it all began in view of the Ark.
In view of the Ark. Is something there?
Could he have survived? No. That can't be. I need answers.
Answers. Okay. Okay. There's the moon. Has been shattered. Oh, yo. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and just call it an end there. Actually, hold on. Let's see if there's any actual end cards themselves here that we can look into. Nothing. It's kind of just the gameplay of this segment of stuff here against the creature. I forgot what the name was. But aside from let's get into the actual just deep dive itself here. Actually, well, let's go into my general thoughts pinned on itself here first of all, and then we'll get into the actual deep dive stuff. Let's get into it. Now, of course, starting off with the actual main three factors here, the plot itself, just the actual voice acting itself here, and the actual just visuals themselves here. Let's get started. Now, of course, the plot itself here is immaculate. I love it. I love how we go through this kind of maze of memories, and I'll get to that later on, more in depth later on. But overall, I love the little maze of memories that we're getting to here. It's overall so cool, so nice, and overall such a unique approach for Shadow here. Of course, we do see that he has reflected on his memories, and of course, his horrible time that he's kind of, or the horrible times that he's been through. Honestly, it's such a it's really depressing. It's really depressing, and overall, it makes sense for his character. But overall, like I said, I just love how they kind of reflect on this. It's overall very, very, very well done. And overall, I just love it, love it so much. It's so cool. Now, aside from though, I do love how we also get to the, some major important moments themselves here, like Maria's death, the gun soldiers, Jeb Robotnik and his kind of, his video that he broadcasted. It's overall so well done and just so well shot. It's so cool and overall very, very well done. And then, of course, we get this more, unique conflict with Maria and Shadow, where he is the ultimate life form. He should have the answers to, most of these diseases that, or all of the diseases on the world, and of course should be the key to finding a cure for Maria. But of course, he's frustrated that they haven't been able to find it yet. And then of course, no shenanigans happen. Plot kind of just gets interrupted here. Things are out of whack, and I'll get more into that later on in the maze of memories that I was talking about. And then let's get into the actual voice acting itself here. Now, of course, for the voice acting itself here, it was so good. I loved it. It was immaculate. The potion, the emotion, the action, all of it was so well portrayed, so nice, so well performed, and overall super nice, just super gas. I love it. I love it all. Every moment here was like art, and overall it was immaculate. I loved it. I loved it so much. But aside from that, such as over the actual voice and stuff here, so much emotion, so much passion, so much, like, what's the word for, like, emotion, passion, that kind of thing here. I love it. It's immaculate, so good, so good, and overall very, very nice. And aside from that, just the actual performance itself here, extremely fire. I liked it. Now, without any further ado, let's get into the actual, visuals themselves. Let's get into it. I love. Okay, so like I said, visuals themselves here. Let's get into it. for the visuals themselves here, I love it. Like I said, just the style itself here, vividly reminds me of Arcane. This sort of like 2D slash 3D kind of element here, where there's certain angles here that look a lot more 3D than there are segments that look 2D, and it just almost looks like it's a mixture between SFM and kind of just, or not SFM, more like model animation, just with like kind of just like physical models. And of course it also looks like there's certain segments that might just be actual artwork itself here, things that have been drawn, things that have been just kind of like done by hand. It's so cool, so nice, and I love it. Like I said, I just love this little like blending of these two art styles themselves here. And like I said, it vividly reminds me of Arcane, which is that League of Legends Netflix show that came out that had a mixture of both of these elements, I do believe. And of course just looked a lot more, like I said, what's the word for it, like it looked like a painting movie. Like it looked like a moving painting, kind of illustrating its actions, kind of just like like I said, just kind of like a living painting. But aside, like such as overall, let's get on to it. Just deep dive stuff here. I've kind of gone to the actual basis of what I wanted to talk about. Now we can get more into the actual just deepening of these topics. That was a little weird sense. I apologize for that. Like I said, just overall, let me get down to it. Like I said, before I get to the actual deep dive stuff, please go check the actual original stuff here. Link down below, end card at the end video. But aside from that said, while you're also checking out the actual original stuff here, also go ahead and consider hitting the like button, and of course consider subscribing. We're already at 2.5k, and I would deeply appreciate it if we started just going to the next goal here for 3k. And of course I will have something special in plan for us today. Maybe not today, maybe more soon. I do plan to do something though, and I'll let you guys know by the actual end of the week, like around Saturday or Sunday, and of course it'll be exciting. But aside from that, and if you do though, like I said, let's get into the actual let's get into the actual deep dive stuff here. Actually, like, oh, hold on. I interrupted myself. I apologize. Like I said, like, subscribe, helps out so much to the channel stuff here. It helps me out a ton. Notification bell if you want to get notified for any future video from the channel stuff here. Hit the bell icon, is there for. And of course, comment down below because thoughts, opinions on the extra stuff here. Just like I said, if you want to go ahead and leave your thoughts on whether you like this video, you hate it, that's really interesting, or you didn't find it interesting at all, and how you think I can improve, on certain elements of this video. Like I said, if you want to go ahead and just leave those in the comments down below, I would deeply appreciate that. And overall, it would help me, it would help me, learn what you guys want to see more. But aside from that, every though, deep dive, let's get onto it. Now, of course, going on to the deep dive itself here, for this segment, I kind of get more into depth on the actual self here, help me, sorry. Actually, one last thing I gotta mention. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I said just overall, also, go ahead and consider hitting the share button as well here. Helps me out a lot in terms of spreading the word for the channel stuff here, helping spreading the name out there. Okay, with all that being said, now let's get into it. Sorry about that. Anyways, for this deep dive, what I kind of get more into depth on the actual stuff. You're getting more into the nitty gritty, more into the actual details themselves here, and kind of more in depth to the topics I already opened up. The actual just plot itself here. The actual just voice acting itself here. Then of course the actual visuals themselves as well. Let's get on to it. And of course, starting off the plot itself here, as I was saying beforehand, a maze of memories. I love how they introduced this maze of memories of Shadow being lost in his memories in the beginning segment stuff here, with Maria, this sort of like the Aurora Borealis, just this way that these memories kind of coincide and just kind of shift and aren't right. It's just because certain things are happening sooner than they should be. Other things are happening when they should never have happened, and of course, Shadow's in places that he never was. Like exactly how he encountered, Jared Robotnik in his a little cubicle of like just mathematical equations. We don't know. We don't know what's going on here. Has something to do with the arc though at the end of the video. But aside from that though, overall, I love how they interpret it. I love how they kind of just interpret this entire scene itself here and give us moments of pure of emotion as well here, and of course of urgency, of confusion. It's so well done. It's just so well displayed here on not only Shadow but also us as well. Like I said, I love it. I love it so much. I was like, something like, what's going on here? Things aren't going right. Like this is not how things are supposed to be going. And overall, it baffled me as much as it baffled the characters themselves here. And overall, I feel like we could have related here. Where we're like confused on why certain things are happening and why certain things are happening a lot faster. Like I said, a maze of memories. I love it. I love how complex and kind of just deep this rabbit hole goes here, with Shadow not only being confused as to when elements are taking place, but also as to the order of them as well here. It's overall so well done, so cool, and overall very, very nice. I love it. Aside from the actual just no plot itself here being immaculately well done for this Maze of Memories, we also get segments here like with this plot line of Shadow and Maria, and of course Shadow going to help defend Jared Robotnik from this unknown robot here, which we might be able to fight in the actual game itself here. Then of course then going on to the actual just the boarding of the Ark. Then of course to the actual death of Maria, and later on here, and then Jared Robotnik's confession, and then of course we get this segment. Everything shatters. This entire facade is broken, and that's more more literal than it is like metaphorical. And we see that Shadow is kind of lost in his own mind. We see the gun soldiers right there. We see Maria trying to help him get away from here, and then of course then we see this shot. Like, oh my god, I love it. I love this sort of. I love how they portray this. Like, this is so cool. It's so well done. I love it a lot. Like, it's so very, 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 very cool. And aside from that, just overall, the actor just video stuff here is still incredible. Like I said, just so good. And overall, I enjoyed it. Plot itself here, not too simple, not too difficult to understand, but leaves a lot to be desired, and of course, a lot for us to unpack, and of course to be more curious about, and of course to actually motivate us to get the actual game itself here. But aside from my yap section, let's get into the actual just no vocal work, and there's some vocal work. Let's get into the actual just voice acting itself here. Now I love the amount of just I love the passion that's put. The performance itself here, immaculate. I just confused myself all the time. I apologize. I said performance itself was gas. Like, listen to this. Listen to this. Maria! Ooh, I love that. I love this sort of passion, this direness, and this Shadow just screaming out the name. And then just other sayings themselves here, such as Maria comforting Shadow as well here. The songs
You
of the
and
voice.
Grandfather are doing your best. I'm just as happy to spend time with you here while you both research.
And then this sudden shift in tone. Like, listen to this. Hold on. Like, this is so cool.
That robot was heading towards Grandfather's lab. Shadow, you have to save him!
Just the urgency, just is like I said, just this like fear, this sort of like desperation, just like begging for help from Shadow here. And then of course we get a very emotional clip here with Shadow and Maria, like early on in the actual stuff here, like right here, just like
I should be the key to all manner of medicines, curing you.
like like I said, there's so much emotion and so much heart and just so much passion in certain segments themselves here. I love it. I love it so much. It is immaculately just really well designed that intuitive stuff here. I love it so much. But aside, like I said, overall, aside from these segments themselves here, like I said, the performance itself here from all the voice actors is really well done. All of this is probably not done in one take. They probably took hundreds of takes in order to get all the emotions right, all of the urgency right, all of the desperation right. It is overall so good and overall so nice to hear their finished product here. It was so good. And aside from the actual performance itself here, the actor's amount of heart and passion that's put into the actual project itself here was overall very well done. I love it. It's overall very, very cool and overall so nice. And then of course, like I said, emotion, all of that kind of stuff here. I love it. I love it so much. Now that and for the yapping, let's get into the actual just visuals themselves here. Let's get into it. Anyways, like I was saying, for the actual visuals themselves here, I love this mixture of like just what looks to be like like traditional just hand drawn animation. It's almost like and and then of course like hand modeled SFM. Like overall, look how clean this looks. Like I said, it has very much like of an arcane style of animation itself here, with mixtures of 3D-ness and of course mixtures of like these like of maybe like not like set pieces, but more like just like 2D drawn like like backgrounds. Like, look at this. All of this looks so good, and overall it does look like this is kind of drawn more in like a 2D style software. At least this like explosion and this tower here, it looks like it was drawn in like a 2D plane. I love how it looks. It just has so much just color and vibrancy to it, and I don't think any kind of SFM can really kind of mimic this same kind of just explosion. Like, look at this. Like, look at this. Just the fire, the smoke, just kind of bleeding out. I love it so much. It's so cool and overall so well done. And overall, very, very nice. I love it. And of course, the fight scene. Oh my gosh, the fight between Shadow and this unknown robot was so well done. Like, look at this. We get more mixtures of 2D animation, just 3D animation as well here, like with the actual lighting itself, you're being more of 2D, while the models themselves you're fighting are actually done more like in 3D, and I loved it a lot. It's overall very nice, and overall very, very sick, and overall very, very cool method of doing the animation itself here. And of course, the actual choreography itself here is also very gas. But aside from that, like I said, the models themselves here, so well done. Give me a second here, I'll be right back. Anyways, as I was saying, just the actual animation itself here is extremely fire. So well done. So cool and overall. Very, very nice. Like I said, models themselves here, immaculate. On literal like spot here. Like with each of the designs. Each model looks really good. And overall, very, very accurate to the characters themselves here. And overall, my interpretation of them. I like it. I like it a lot. And then of course aside from that though, the actual just lighting itself here, very nice. I love it. Especially for certain segments like this. And of course, like I was showing you beforehand, like this. Aside from such as the actor just lighting itself here, very solid, very nice. I like it. And going on from that though, the actor's animation flow in cell itself here, very nice. I love it. The way that the characters themselves here move is super accurate and overall so cool and overall very nice. I love how Shadow just kind of slides across the floor here with his jet shoes. I love it. And aside from the like I said, just overall, aside from the actual animation flow itself here, the actual animation style itself here, like I said, vividly reminds me of Arcane here and kind of their kind of style of animation itself here, which I really enjoy. But with all that being said and done, that does kind of conclude the extra stuff here. I did kind of yap for a bit too long. I do apologize that I made a 6-minute video into 22 minutes. I apologize. But aside from like I said, just overall, like I said, please go ahead and check out the original stuff here. They worked really hard to support. Link down below. End card, like right around here. So like I said, please go check it out there as well. And of course, the end card right there for another one of my videos if you're interested in catching that. So please check that as well. And of course, like I was saying beforehand, in the middle of the video stuff here, also go ahead and consider hitting the like button. Subscribing helps me out just so much as a creator stuff here on YouTube, and like I said, just kind of helps a lot with the channel stuff here and the kind of the channel's growth. But aside from that, though, like I said, like, subscribe, notification bell for next time I upload. If you're interested in catching the newest videos as you can, and then of course comment below because that's been on the stuff here. Whether you liked it, you hated it, that's really interesting, or you didn't find it interesting at all, go ahead and like I said, leave a comment down below. But aside from that, though, with all that being said, though, have a great day. Take care of yourself. Stay safe. And of course, one last little thing. If you're not feeling well, if you're not feeling, great at all, go ahead, take plenty of medicine, get plenty of rest, do whatever you need to do to recover as best you can. And then, of course, like I said, the actual little thing, please, please go ahead, also hit the share button as well here. Help me out a ton of creator stuff here. Really helps us just spread the name for the channel stuff here, kind of just spread awareness for the channel stuff here. You don't have to do it, but it just helps me out a lot. With all that being said and done, though, have a great day. Take care of yourself, stay safe. I'll be seeing the boys tomorrow. Bye bye for now, though.